How you doing? I'm Matt Walden, Pro Drifter, and today we're here with Mishimoto and a Nissan 370Z. Today we're going to be installing Mishimoto's silicone hose kit on the 370Z, which not only looks great, but it's going to work great too. Come on, check it out. I'll show you how to put these on. For installation of the Mishimoto silicone hose kit, you will need a ratchet, 10mm socket, panel tool, pliers, coolant funnel, and coolant. Installation time is about 45 minutes to an hour. Is a 2 out of 5 on the difficulty scale. First step, make sure it's in park and or the parking brake is set, and jack up the front end. Before beginning any work, you want to disconnect the negative battery terminal to ensure that none of the fans and or other electronic accessories will turn on while you're working on it. Next step is to remove the lower panel from the car, and there is a lot of fasteners that hold this together. A lot of these are pop clips, some are 10mm head screws. Let's go ahead and get all of these undone. Here's the drain for the radiator. And before you open this, you want to make sure that the car is cooled off completely. You don't want any pressure in the system, so make sure the car is completely cooled off, the battery terminal is disconnected, and open this guy up and drain the coolant out of her. Next, remove the lower hose from the radiator. Now, this person has replaced the stock squeeze clamp with a worm style clamp. So you guys at home may need to use a pair of pliers for this. You may want to have a coolant pan ready, because you may get a little excess coolant dripping out of here. All right, the next step is to remove the factory air boxes. The intake tubes have already been removed for this car, so someone's made this job a little bit easier on us. Remove the one 10mm head bolt from each side, and this is going to be the same for the other side of the car as well. And then lift the air box directly out of the engine bay. Typically, this is a squeeze clamp type setup on the Nissan 370Z. This one's been upgraded to a worm clamp. We're going to go even a step further with the Mishimoto T-bolt clamps here in a minute. Next, remove the hose clamp from the filler neck area and slide the hose off of this area. All right, work that hose out of there. Next, remove the lower coolant hose from the thermostat housing. Well, now that we have both hoses out side by side, you can really see the differences. Mishimoto 3-layer reinforced silicone hose. Stock 1-layer reinforced rubber. Fail on the rubber. This is gonna last a lot longer. Not only that, but it looks a lot better. Mishimoto for the win in the 370Z engine bay. Install the lower coolant hose onto the thermostat housing. Again, we recommend Mishimoto's T-bolt hose clamps. Now, this guy's the man because he already has a Mishimoto radiator, and we're about to install the Mishimoto hose kit on it. Slide the hose on the Mishimoto radiator here. All right, put the intake boxes back in, fill it up with coolant, leak check it, and we're ready to go. Reinstall the negative terminal of the battery. All right, guys, when refilling your cooling system, you want a 50-50 mix of distilled water and antifreeze. More or less, right down the middle. That way you can make sure your engine's not gonna freeze up. All right, right before you start it up, after you're all filled up out front there, make sure that you turn the heat on high. What that does is it gets all the air out of your heater core, sends it right to your coolant funnel. That way you can make sure your system's topped off. So go ahead, turn the heat on high, start the car up, let it warm up. Double check on that coolant system too. This is Matt Walden signing off. Enjoy your Mishimoto products. I'm going on a ride.